everyone, welcome to this collaboration. I had a lot of fun chatting with my friend Glenda and creating something fun. I've got a little strange little project going on over here in the corner. I don't know if you can see this, but I had my polysorbate do some funny things, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this green or if we're going to be using a different color. We shall see. I'm covered in sparkle, so it's definitely going to be a winter wonderland. I'm going to be using some beautiful embeds made by my friend Glenda. Oops, that's not the one. Let me show you this. She made me something else. I don't think I've shown you. She made me some parrot molds. Aren't these gorgeous? Now, if you were ever wondering why she's so talented in soap dough, I think her clay skills speak for themselves. These are gorgeous. These are little kiki birds. I have an African gray at home, and she made these for me. And they're gorgeous, and I will be turning them into molds, at least one of them, and we'll see how it does. Maybe I'll do the smaller one, and if it survives my molding compound, then we'll do the larger one as well. But these are just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little characters. And so I asked her to make me some snowmans and some penguins. I can't remember which. Some of them I ordered, some of them we made for the collaboration. But then we got on the phone and we started talking and we started planning. And today's creation is a bit of a collaboration with my friend Glenda. Check out her site here. And so let's get started. Let's see what kind of wonderland soapy creation we can do. Okay, so here is the part of the creation that was made by Glenda. So these are the little snowmen I had ordered, and her cute little penguins. Aren't they adorable? They're just adorable. If you want to see the video where I unbox these, I'll put a link right here. Let's see if I can get my hot links in there. But they're all really cute and really different and super adorable. And she suggested that I have them laying down somehow. Well, I'm not going to use the penguins this time. I'm going to use a couple of these snowmen. I'm just going to pick a couple and save the others for another project, because I'm going to combine some of the soap dough figures that I've made and that are applicable for me this winter wonderland. And if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that there's mushrooms growing everywhere, even now in the middle of winter here in the Pacific Northwest, on my island at least, on Vancouver Island. So we've got a lot of different mushrooms, and these are just a few of the varieties that grow here and what they look like as they grow. And I made them white because they're going to go with the Winterland theme. And here's an ink cap. I mean, they come in so many different shapes. I just had fun making mushrooms. I think this has probably been one of my funnest, my favorite mushroom projects. Little button mushrooms, or a bullet. It's a neat one. So I'm going to pick a few of these. Here, I like that one. Just this last week I found a red mushroom. Just red. Okay, maybe those three. These are a little bigger. I'll save them for another project. And that shall be that. Maybe one of those two. We'll see. I'm only doing a few bars, so I don't need a ton. And rather than using blue, I'm going to use this green, but I've got some weird stuff going on with my green. For some reason, my polysorbate, when I mixed it with my mica and then added water, did this weird solidifying thing. So I've been adding more water just to bring it back to a liquid state so I can use it for bath bombs and stuff. I was going to do some bath bombs in this color, but I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use white. So I'm going to use this beautiful green color, which I believe is from Steph's Micas and More. But I'm going to have to be careful not to get a lump in there. Or I'm going to have to blend it really well. I don't know. We'll see. So strange. Anyway, never had that happen before. Polysorbate is hydrophilic, so it's drawn to water. I don't know. So I've done my calculations for my loaf. And I've got my loaf here. So we're going to use that. And all my scales fall down because I've got so much organizing to do. Anywho, we're also going to use some of these. Definitely the tree and the icicles to go along with the mushrooms. We've got snow. So I think what I was wanting to do was test out a soap dough from my friend B at Sorcery Soap. So we're going to use some of this glow in the dark. I was going to try out this one. Maybe I'll make a couple of black cones and see how they turn out with the soap dough. But let's do that first, and then I will make the cold process soap and embellish it as we go. So we've got all of our embellishments picked out. These are all embellishments. They would be in beds if we were putting them inside. We're not. We're just going to do a swirl. All sorts of things in my container here. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. So my soap's going to actually be green and my embellishments are going to be white. And we'll see. This one is actually a glow in the dark. I'm not sure if it's going to come up as glow in the dark. Now I've got green hands. I'll have green hands for the whole of this video. So for Christmas this year, I bought myself a set of these current publications on soap dough and a few of her soaps. So this is one of my Christmas presents. We'll see how hard it is to work it up. So I'm just going to cut a piece off. And we're going to have to knead it, I'm sure. Wrap this up well. I will also be putting this in a bag just to keep it as long as I possibly can from needing to just be soap. I want it to be a dough as long as possible. Now she puts these in bags as well, and I'm in a triple bag. just in case. Okay, so that was fun. So this is, if you want glow in the dark soap, you can get it at Sorcery Soaps. You can also buy the colorant. It's a little harder to find. Just gonna make sure I don't have green transfer to my soap. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this in half. That's better. Okay, we'll just start with a smaller piece. Now, soap dough is basically soap that's not been allowed to dry out. And certain oils make for a better, smoother dough. And B has done a lot of work on it, as have quite a few other soap makers. And I would be surprised if just about every soap maker hasn't at least tried out her free recipe for making soap dough. I like this one. This is nice. This is really, really nice. Now she used in this one, yeah, this is a lard based one. So lard, coconut oil, shea butter, olive oil, castor oil, cocoa butter. So if you bought her book, my guess is there's probably one that's really close to that in there because she's very generous with her knowledge. And this is really smooth stuff. So I should go get some, let's see, how are we going to do this? Well, let's just see if it'll pop out without it. It may not. It may not. Let's see. What I'm going to do is what I always do. I'm going to load this up. I'm going to try to pop it out right away. That wasn't good. And that worked out splendid. I'll just put that over there. I'm going to make sure these are fairly flat. And they're going to be sitting, let's see, let's put that in and then smooth it down. Now we did get a small amount of rain. I mean, we got tons of rain. We got a small amount of snow this year, which is kind of cool. I seem to have fuzzy things on my cloth here. Let's do this again. See if it'll just peel out. That's a pretty spectacular mold. I'm going to pull that piece off though. What's going on here? I obviously was doing something there. Okay. Now I usually get about 4 bars, but I think I'm just going to do 2. We'll make them. I know what it is. It's all the little bits of fuzz from the batting that these guys were packed in so they could make it to British Columbia. Okay, so I didn't need as much of that as I thought I did. Let's make a couple of trees. Apparently, my little girl's saying goodnight to all of her toys. I am loving this. The soap dough is really easy to work with. So you can listen to the commentary in the background there. Now this is how I like to make embeds because I like them to look detailed, and I'm not really good about doing that by hand. I'm okay, but I'm no Biaeta. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Or Glenda. Look at that. Look at that. And then B, they really know their stuff. I did do a rabbit though. Did I ever show you guys my rabbit? He's a little scary, but I did make a little rabbit once upon a time. He stares at me while I do my work. Oh dear. So I don't want to have to. Whoops. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. Oops. I'll just trim that off. Okay, so we've got a couple of trees, and we've got a couple of icicles. I've been wanting to use this mold like forever. We've got mushrooms of various types, and those mushrooms need a little bit of zhuzh on them. I'm going to probably do that at the end anyway, so I will wait on that. All right, so I'm just going to get cleaned up, set these aside someplace safe so that when we're ready for them, we can have them ready to go. Okay, give me a sec. Here's an example of why I master batch in the micro way. Because my master batched oils go solid. So until I can afford a melter, this is how I'm doing it. So I'm going to pop this in the microwave and I'll bring you right back. Alrighty, so let's measure out our oils. Now my oil blend for this master batch of 100 grams, or 500 grams rather, is 350.9 for my oils, which is 70.18% of my total recipe. Now in here I have things like beeswax and pollen. So you'll see little specks. They're not dirt, they're part of my soap. And they're a good part. 350.9 is what we're going for. 30, 40. Okay, we can take out a little bit. We got 351 there. So we're going to use a pipette because it's not likely to be all that much. $350.9. Let's put this away for the next batch of soap that we do. Okay, now for our lye portion, some soap in the bottom of this one. That would actually make this saponify faster, but I think I'll wipe it out. I must have sent. So let's just tear that. And for our lye solution, which is 50-50 lye, plus it's got my tetrasodium EDTA and my Angora fiber dissolved in it already, we need 99.4. My lid is stuck. I'll get you right back. Okay, we just need a little water on there. So we're going for 99.4 of the 50-50. Okay, and once again we went over by a bit, so I've got another pipette. $99.4. All right, so we're soaping at room temperature, and I have my fragrance oil already measured out. It's a vanillary because I love vanilla, and I love Lush's vanilla probably. Okay, we're recording. All right, so I'm just gonna add, I just added the little bit of water that's required, and we're gonna mix these two together. So there's my lye and my sodium EDTA and all that other good stuff. My Angora included. I'll just do a quick little stir. And now we're going to add some friction. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm missing a attachment, but I don't want to add too much air. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. We're getting emulsion at least. It's a very quiet machine. It also doesn't like to stay on. I think it needs a charge. I'm gonna get my other one. Oh dear, this is full of bloopers today. All right, so we're gonna just like clean that. Now let's put some major. Just use my immersion blender and hopefully. That's my low setting too. Okay, so that's a nice amount. So I've got, this is really setting up quickly. We're gonna have to move fast. So that's my vanillary and a little bit of trichomania. Oops. All right, this just wants to move fast on me. Too much friction. You get pudding. Okay. Let's just finish this. We're going to add, now this might also add an element of different, add a little bit of that. And I am just planning on stirring it in. So we'll see what kind of swirls we get. If we'll even get swirls, because I'm not sure it's even going to pour now. It went too fast. Okay. All sort of weirdness going on. So much weirdness. Okay, and it's not even a full pound. Great. Okay, it's a full pound, but just next time I'll do 600 grams of this mold. Fun. Okay, so we're just gonna treat this like a hot process soap. Alrighty. No idea what kind of green we're going to get there. All right. That's interesting. Okay, so we're going to put a mushroom in there. And we're also going to put some snow on top. So this is going to be our snow. And then our little Santas. Sideways Santas. So cute. Maybe half-pound bars of soap here. I think. that's fun. Alrighty, so I'm just going to flatten these out and give them their dust so that when we put them on the sides to decorate, they're not sticking out or I don't end up breaking them tomorrow, because they are going to be harder tomorrow than they are today. And they're still wet, so this is going to stick, which is awesome. Alrighty. So there we go. Tomorrow we will cut my Winter Wonderland in British Columbia soap. Oh boy, that was fun. I always go a little too far with these smaller batches. I have to remember I only need a few bursts if I want to be working with it while it's fluid. Just take it to the emulsified stage, especially before you add your fragrance. All right, so we'll unmold this tomorrow. And we'll see you. Well, it's morning in the morning. And it looks like our soap is done. It smells amazing. And there is some greenness to it. Yay! I was a little worried. I went through a morph. Okay. And a little bump. Let's see what the color is like. Come on. Come on out. Oh, good. We got a lovely green color. Yay! I was really, really worried. Now, because I want these to be chunky bars, I think we're just going to cut them. Well, those are far too chunky. I'm going to need to cut them into thirds, I think. So maybe 1, 2, and 3. So 1 small one and 2 rather larger bars. So I'll bring you back for the cut. Okay, so this is going to come with its own challenges. I tried to cut it with my wire cutter, but the bars are just too big. But I definitely want them to be beautiful, chunky bars. So we are just going to cut with a knife. Now, the danger with cutting with this kind of knife and some types of soap, particularly rebatch or remilled soap, is that, or even hard soap, is that you can fracture and pop off your embellishments. So what I'm going to do is, because this soap is really soft, I think I'm going to be fine, but just keep that in mind. You could also use a blade like this that's washed, but I'm going to go with this and see how we go. It's so hard to do a straight cut. I hate using my own. I hate using a regular knife. I much prefer using a cutter. And that is a good reason why, because I can't cut straight. Let's try again. So we're going to straight down. All right. Okay, so we missed our little snowman. Now we're going to add our embellishments and finish off this beautiful bar of Winter in Victoria soap. That looks like a nice size bar, but believe me, it's going to be really small when we're done. That shrinks a little. Okay. So let's see if our trees fit. they do. We'll see if our icicles fit. Yes, they do. So that's how we're going to put those on. Or we can put them here. Here. I'm going to go with that one for this one. And bring the icicle on that side. Next to my snowman. All right. Now to apply these. So I'm just going to get some soap paste ready and we'll do this. All right, now remember these are made with glow pigment, so hopefully we'll have a demo after dark that I can show you what these look like in the dark. Do not believe my mushrooms glow, which would have been really cool, but my trees and my icicles should, which will make this nice and psychedelic. Now for those who don't realize why my soap is green with a little bit of snow, it's because on Vancouver Island, at least in Victoria, we get very little snow. We get 1 or 2 snowfalls and that's about it. Okay, so to finish this off, I'm going to use some soap paste. Now this is basically the soap that was sticking to my pot, and I just added a little bit of water instead of cleaning it last night so I would have a nice soap paste this morning. So we're going to do some of that. We're also going to paint the back of this. It's just another way of applying your embellishments. Now I could carve this in, but I don't want to. I just want this to have a little bit of texture like the top. So that's what we're going to use. And there we go. Let's do the other tree. I love doing these beautiful, fun soaps. My biggest problem with creating them on a commercial scale is that people think they're so beautiful that they don't use them. And so they hold on to them, they hold on to them, they hold on to them. And they lose their scent, they lose their color, they lose their beauty. Anyway, and then when they do go to use them because they're not pretty anymore, I'm not impressed. So when you sell them one, right? Because it takes them months and months and months to realize they should have used it. Now the same is true for my soap as much as someone like Katie Carson's. I mean, you use your soap while it's fresh, guys. Enjoy it. This was fun. This was really, really fun. This one's for me, my little mushrooms in the snow. And these are probably going to go for a gift for someone I love. Isn't that pretty? If you'd like to purchase this soap, it is available for a limited time. So just send me an email and I'll send you a quote and you can purchase this one if you want, my Wonderland soap. So if you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe and come on back to my soapy kitchen. And please, please, please check out my friend Glenda at Soaps for Glenda to see some more of her work. Now I'm just going to show you a few more of her things because they're just absolutely fabulous. Hold on. I know I did a video with these anyway earlier, a while back, but they are just so cute. I had to show them off again. So here's a bunny. Here's a little lamb or polar bear. I can't remember now. They smell wonderful. I showed you the parrot already. That was incredible. This is one of my favorites, the little hedgehog. And she made a koala. I showed you that already. And she also made the cutest summer soap ever. It's got little hot dogs and hamburgers. I have been wanting to do a summer savory soap for a while, so I may do another collaboration with her if she's game. It's so much fun. I love it. Anyway, so if you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe. Come and visit my soapy kitchen again. I love doing things with soap dough. If you don't know how to make your own soap dough, or if you're a melt and pour soap maker and you want to use soap dough, go visit my friend Biaida at Sorcery Soap. Well, unfortunately, my soap doesn't glow in the dark. Probably maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think there's enough light to charge it. But that was the fun anyway. I think if I am really serious about making it glow, I would use the powder on the outside just to give it a little zhuzh, but I'm okay with the way it is. I love this soap. It's so cute. So cute. Perfect. Winter in Victoria. And it matches, you know, what I've been doing lately. So let's get a good angle. You can see this. Nice big bar of soap. It's perfect. All right, go make sure you check out Beautiful Soaps by Glenda here on YouTube. Gorgeous and fun. There's her little snowman next to my mushroom, my icicles, and my trees. Kind of a semi-tropical scent. I love it. All right, bye for now, guys.